Engagement, clear the ball. Warm-up is over.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the final session of this week here at the Swim England National Summer Meet 2017. Hope you're all well and raring to go on this Sunday afternoon for one last set of medals to be given out here in Ponds Forge in Sheffield on day number 5.
Our thanks go to sponsors and partners without whom this event would not be possible. Funding partner, Sport England. Official partner, TIER. Endorsed product, Sports Systems. Host city, marketing Sheffield and Sheffield International venues.
Remember not to use flash photography during the start of races. Also be reminded that mobile phones and similar devices must be switched off or turned to silent during the event, as they can distract the athletes. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, this is the final session of the week, and it's a very short final session tonight as well. Just a couple of hours long, but an awful lot of medals to be given out in the meantime. I'm back again. I'm Jonathan Bell, and Dave Rogers will also be alongside me as ever. Good evening, Dave.
Good evening, Jono. Can you believe it, mate? It is the last evening
I'm stood here on the podium right now. We have 22 finals this evening. 22 more gold medalists are going to stand exactly where I am now. And these lovely people have 22 more opportunities to shout themselves hoarse. Pons Forge, hello! I tell you what, it's the last session, right? We'll try that again. Pons Forge, hello! Can I take this opportunity to just tell you how wonderful all you supporters are? If you're watching at home on the live stream, you might see these brilliant people. You might see the wonderful banners that we've got for Derwent's side and for individual swimmers. You might hear the great support. But what you don't see is the fact that so many of these people don't miss a session. They've come here to support their club, to support their family members, their friends. You don't see them out there so knackered from the brilliant cheering that they've done that they're just on sofas trying to catch some sleep so they can get back for the next session. So give yourselves a round of applause, ladies and gents. It's been a brilliant week, and the support here at Pons Forge has been absolutely incredible. However, we have got one more session for you. 22 finals, 22 more gold medalists, and we're going to give everyone superb support. Isn't that correct? Just standing here poolside gives me a clue of how much that noise makes the difference. So we're going to be introducing every athlete individually. When you hear the name, make sure you give them an extra special cheer. It's been a long week for everyone, and that support could make all of the difference. Don't forget, as well as the noise in here and as well as watching at home, you need to get involved using the hashtag #SESwimming, and we've been running that picture competition, and we're going to give away the prize tonight. So do send in all of your best pictures using the hashtag #SESwimming. Now, we've got the finals coming up in just a few minutes' time. The place is going to go absolutely wild. The drama has been building throughout the week, and we've had some remarkable performances in the pool. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from last night's finals. So those 22 finals coming up shortly, and some great drama, as you saw from last night. We're going to have the same this afternoon. If you've been here all week, you'd have heard us talking about this quite a lot. We've got the best supporters in the world here, and we'd love to see you at Glasgow next year, during August, the 2nd to the 12th, for the European Aquatics Championships, Glasgow 2018. Tickets are available. We're going to have some of the finest athletes on the planet putting in some world-class performances, and you could be there. Go to Glasgow2018.com to find out more.
A light is ready to shine throughout Glasgow and Scotland once again, when 3,000 European athletes will come together before our eyes to bet our bests for bars to raise, where in one instant a lifetime of ambition lies. Don't miss the chance to be with them at this incredible event, to witness the beauty of one human's endeavour towards a single moment that will last forever.
Very exciting stuff indeed, ladies and gentlemen. So do make sure you go over to Glasgow2018.com if you are interested in more information or getting tickets for the European Aquatics Championships. And of course, Dave has been getting very used to standing on the podium this week, and so have a lot of our swimmers as well. We see a lot of them returning to the pool tonight in the finals, hungry for more of the action. And we want you to get back on that hashtag #SESwimming. You've been sending in some great volumes of support. Congratulations and well wishes to a lot of our swimmers coming up this week. And of course, as Dave mentioned, the competition as well, where you can win a tier kit bag just send in a ridiculous photo, basically. We'll pick the best of it and make sure that you get that kit bag as your prize. So that is coming up. You sound in very fine form as well this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Are we ready? I just think they like Dave more than me. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? That's more like it. Thank you very much. Right then, we're ready up here. Let's welcome now our team of referees and technical officials. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your referees, Tom Baster and Andrew McRoberts. Your starters for this afternoon's session are Suzanne Johnson and Ralph Shortland. And just before we seat our officials, ladies and gentlemen, can you give them one big round of applause for their hard work they've put in this week, giving their time for the last 5 days to be here at Ponds Forge. Without them, this event would not be possible. Big thank you to our officials, who may now be seated.
It is time for the first event of the evening then, Ponds Forge. Please welcome the men's multi-classification 100-meter backstroke finalists. Please welcome to lane 0, representing Cockermouth, Evan Holt. From Saxon Crown in lane 1, Joshua Monaghan Coombs. From Tigers Jersey in 2, Sol Bressat. In lane 3, from City of Salford, Craig McNeil. Representing Salisbury Stingrays in lane 4, Harry Wellington. From Hastings Seagull in 5, Callum Pearson. In 6, from Watford, Louis Hines. From Woking in lane 7, Connor Lockwood. In lane 8, from City of Salford, Jack Sheffield. And in lane 9, from Beckenham, Oladaisi Adepisan. This is the men's multi-classification 100-meter backstroke final.
Take your mark.
Well, what a way to kick things off then on this final session. Men's multi-classification 100-meter backstroke final. So we won't be looking at times, we will be looking at numbers. The highest number will be taking home the first gold of the evening. We have representatives across a range of classifications here from S9 all the way to S14. Going well in lane 4 in the opening length of 2 then is Harry Wellington of Salisbury Stingrays. Let's have a look at his time at the split. 32.97 for the S13 swimmer in the middle there. Making ground on him though is Callum Pearson, the Hastings Seagull in the white cap with the purple shorts as well. Let's get behind them here, ladies and gents. This is the final session and the final 25 metres of the opening race. Harry Wellington leading in lane 4, then Callum Pearson just behind him in 2 and 3, neck and neck are Craig McNell and Sol Bressart. What a week he's had. And in lane 6, Louis Hines going well, and the swimmers outside him, Connor Lockwood and Jack Sheffield very close too. On this near side in lane 0, Evan Holt making good ground, and Oladesi Adefisan coming in lane 9 as well. So the score's starting to come through. 573 for Wellington, a good benchmark score, looking like it could be enough for the gold as well. 552 for Callum Pearson of Hastings in 5. We wait for those results to be ratified, and as soon as they flash up, there it is. Gold for Harry Wellington of Salisbury, 573. Callum Pearson takes the first silver of the night, and Joshua Monaghan Coombs of Saxon Crown, 523 points. He picks up the bronze in the men's multi-classification 100-metre backstroke.
So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the poolside for our next final, the athletes in the women's multi-class 100-metre backstroke final. In lane 0, from Camden Switch Cottage, Charlotte Hyde. In lane 1, from City of Manchester Aquatics, Tully Kearney. In lane 2, from Cockermouth, Drew Stables. In lane 3, from Gloucester, Harriet Dickinson. In lane 4, from City of Derby, Megan Neve. In lane 5, from Warrington Warriors, Coral Farrell. In lane 6, from Wickham District, Katie Crowhurst. In lane 7, from Staines, Maya Briscoe. In lane 8, from Cockermouth, Ella Cooper Holmes. In lane 9, from Camden Switch Cottage, Leah O'Connell. This is the women's multi-class 100-metre backstroke final. Away we go then. Just like the men's event, this is all about the points. And of course, with these 10 swimmers all seeded based on their times earlier on in the heats today, it really is a case of anyone from the outside lane to the inside lane can take this one. And you do not know who's won it until the last person comes home. Mix of age, of classification, should I say, in this one. We have 4 S7 swimmers in the pool, 2 on each wing of it as well. Lane 0, Charlotte Hyde, 1, Tully Kearney, 8, Ella Cooper Holmes, and 9, Leah O'Connell. And then more central lanes, we have 3 S10 swimmers in the form of Drew Stables in 2, Harriet Dickinson in 3, Coral Farrell in 5, Maya Briscoe's an S9 swimmer going in 7, Katie Crowhurst in the S13 category in 6, and Megan Neve, the fastest in the heats and the highest classification in S14. Of course, in para swimming, S1 to S14, the lower the category, the more the physical impairment is. So Megan Neve should get the quickest time here, but of course it's all about those points, and the points are worked out with the good old-fashioned Gompertz function based on the world record of the swimmers' classifications. So coming into the wall now, Megan Neve will get that first touch, but it's all about the points next to the time. 532, a decent starting point. Already beaten, though, by Coral Farrell on 540. Katie Crowhurst trumping that on 551 as well. So some decent scores coming in already. Will they be beaten by our S7 swimmers? Tilly Kearney in particular. We wait for her 728. That is enormous from Tilly Kearney, who got over 650 earlier on the heats. I thought that was impressive. She has gone much, much further tonight as well. The highest score we have seen all week in any para-swimming event from Tilly Kearney in lane 1. There is no doubt about her getting the gold in that. We'll just wait for the confirmation of the times and the scores. But she has had A very fruitful week here in Ponds Forge as Tilly Kearney of City of Manchester Aquatics. And there is your confirmation. So the City of Manchester Aquatics swimmer on 728 takes the gold. Ella Cooper-Holmes gets 584 points, which is good enough for her and silver. And Katie Crowhurst manages to pip Coral Farrell to the bronze. Wickham District swimmer with 551 points completes the podium.
Time to move to the next event. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your finalists for the men's 13 and 14 years 50 meters butterfly final. In lane 0 from Tornadoes of South Dorset, Nathaniel Morey. In 1 from Chester Street, Thomas English. In 2 from Reading, James Hart. In 3 from Hartford, Joshua Holland. From Millfield in 4, Stanislas Jawson. From City of Milton Keynes in 5, Jamie Hans. In 6 from Millfield, Sean Tsai. In 7 from Dorking, Matthew Crawford. In 8 from Retford, Thomas Johnson. From Winsford in 9, Jay Cushion. This is the men's 13 and 14 years 50 meters butterfly final. Ten swimmers, all swimming personal best this morning, and less than half a second between them if you go on the times. Keep your eye out for Stanislas Jawson in lane 4. He was the quickest this morning, but going well at the halfway point is Jamie Hans. Also in lane 1, Thomas English of Chester Street going particularly well in that white cap and black shorts. He's out in front at the moment, but it could all be on the touch here. All across the middle lanes, it's very close, but still going in 1. Will he get the touch first? It goes to Sean Tsai from Millfield. 27.28. Another half a second quicker than he went this morning. That's an exceptional swim from the Millfield man. He gets gold. Thomas English of Chester Street picks up silver, and Jamie Hans, City of Milton Keynes, gets bronze in the men's 13 to 14 years 50-meter butterfly. Please welcome the finalists for the men's 15 years 50 meters butterfly final. From Bournemouth Collegiate in 0, Alex Bryant. In 1 from Millfield, Simon Sweatman. From Plymouth Leander in lane 2, Louis Edwards-Pratt. From Royal Tunbridge in 3, Andre Stridham. In 4 from Stowmarket, Manfred Battle. From City of Manchester Aquatics in 5, Alfie Mars. In 6 from Truro City, Robert Brittle. From Ellesmere College Titans in 7, Kaio Tanner. From Basildon and Phoenix in lane 8, Mason Honeysett. And in lane 9, from Carnforth and District Otters, Thomas Dugdale. Your finalists for the men's 15 years 50-meter butterfly. Well, it was Manfred Battle who swam a season's best 27.29 this morning to set the benchmark time. He goes in lane 4, but once again there's a flyer on the outside. Lane 7, Kaio Tanner going particularly well as we reach the final 20 metres here. He's just in front in that black cap, but started to make inroads now. In lane 3 is Andre Stridham going towards the last 5 metres here again. It could all be on a strong final stroke. And it is Kaio Tanner who gets there from Ellesmere College Titans. He breaks 27 seconds as well. A personal best for him.
And that'll be enough for the gold medal. Robert Brittle of Truro City gets silver. Manfred Battle of Stowmarket gets bronze. Two fantastic age group 50-metre butterflies here. Please welcome the finalists for the men's 16 years 50-metre butterfly. In lane 1, representing Hales Owen, James Cuthbert. In 2, from Leatherhead, Thomas Stansfield. From Bournemouth Collegiate in 3, Christian Tye. From Bournemouth Collegiate in 4, Benjamin Samuel. In 5, from Team Ipswich, Thomas Clare. From City of Liverpool in 6, Owen O'Connor. In 7, from Warrington Warriors, Alex Watkinson. And in 8, from Exeter City, Joseph Day. Your finalists in the men's 16 years 50-metre butterfly. A condensed field this time then, with lanes 0 and 9 empty. The two golden lanes, 4 and 5, have Thomas Clare and Benjamin Samuel, with both have personal best of 26.83, the quickest in the field. And at the moment, it's Thomas Clare who has the edge over Samuel. But in lane 7, Alex Watkinson going well. And in lane 3, Christian Tye coming through strong as well from Bournemouth Collegiate. He's going to be close, and Christian Tye gets it. 26.39 from Thomas Clare of Team Ipswich. 26.57. Again, he goes quickly. In lane 7, it's Alex Watkinson who picks up the bronze medal. But look at those times. The top 6 all going under 27 seconds. Tye gets gold, Clare gets silver, Watkinson gets bronze in the 16 years 50-metre butterfly.
Can we please have Robert Brittle to the timing suite as soon as possible, please? Robert Brittle of Truro to the timing suite as soon as possible. Thank you. Up next then, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to welcome the men's 17 years 50-metre butterfly final. In lane 0, from City of Liverpool, Matthew Pop. In lane 1, from Potters Bar, David Shipman. In lane 2, from City of Salford, Nathan Lowe. In lane 3, from Boldmere, Thomas Bloor. In lane 4, from Pioneer 79, Benjamin Martin. In lane 5, from City of Bristol, Kai Adams. In lane 6, from Paynton, Adam Reed. In lane 7, from Mid Sussex, Robin Boyden. In lane 8, from Salisbury, Sydney Fenwick. And in lane 9, from Stalybridge, Luke Kearslake. This is the men's 17 years 50-metre butterfly final. So some thunderous finals so far, and they are only going to get quicker as well. All 10 swimmers very well out the traps indeed. Into the final 25 metres. It's very difficult to tell, of course, who's leading the way, as it always is with this event. But it's been good stuff from lane 4, and the favourite, Benjamin Martin of Pioneer 79. Got a season's best earlier today of 26.17. He can go faster as well, and he comes into the wall on 26.07. Just missing out on gold though. Thomas Bloor of Boldmere gets there by a 10th of a second on 25.97. A fantastic time from him. Sees him get a PB as well. Matthew Pomford of City of Liverpool gets a bronze and completes the podium. So Bloor from Martin from Pomford in that men's 17 years 50-metre butterfly final. Extremely good swimming though from Thomas Bloor in lane 3 of Boldmere, picking up gold. Time now for the seniors, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome the men's 18 years and over 50-metre butterfly finalists. In lane 1, from City of Manchester Aquatics, Robert Cowley. In lane 2, from Southport, Jacob Lear. In lane 3, from Wickham District, James Baxter. In lane 4, from Hales Owen, Josh Bradley. In lane 5, from Bristol Headleys, Bartek Karpis. In lane 6, from Loughborough University, James Oxborough. In lane 7, from Devonshire XL, Jamie Ingram. And in lane 8, from Loughborough University, Connor Munn. This is the men's 18 years and over 50-metre butterfly final. These swimmers ranging from 19 to 24 years old, which is probably why none of them have got personal bests. Of course, they are perhaps past their peak, they may feel. Not at that age where they constantly are knocking off new PBs, but that is not to say that we won't get one here in a fantastic swim in lane 8, going from Connor Munn of Loughborough University. Going in first, though, is Bartek Karpis down the centre in lane 5. He gets the gold on 25.14. It's James Oxborough of Loughborough who gets there just 200ths of a second ahead of his teammate Connor Munn, who has to settle for the bronze medal. Some very fine swimming in there indeed from that top 3. All swimmers in the end getting under 26 seconds as well. Some very good going indeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal presentation ceremony for the men's and women's multi-classification 100-metre backstroke. The medals will be presented by Richard Whitehead, Vice President of Swim England, Ian Knight, East Region President, and Anne Ray, Swim England President. The bronze medalists. In the women's race, representing Wickham District, Katie Crowhurst. And in the men's, representing Saxon Crown, Joshua Monaghan-Coombs. Silver medalists. In the women's race, representing Cockermouth, Ella Cooper-Holmes. And the men's, representing Hastings, Callum Pearson. Gold medalists. In the women's race, from City of Manchester Aquatics, Tully Kearney. And in the men's, representing Salisbury, Harry Wellington. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, put your hands together for the medalists. The medal presentation ceremony for the men's 13 and 14 years and 15 years 50-meter butterfly. The bronze medalists. (13 and 14 years), representing City of Milton Keynes, Jamie Hans. And the 15s, representing Stowmarket, Manfred Battle. The silver medalists. In the 13 and 14s, representing Chester Street, Thomas English. And the 15s, representing Truro City, Robert Brittle. Gold medalists. In the 13 and 14s, representing Millfield, Sean Sy. And the 15s, representing Ellesmere College Titans, Kaio Tanner. Ponce Forge, one more time, put your hands together for the medalists. The medal ceremony for the men's 16 years, 17 years, and 18 years and over 50-meter butterfly. The bronze medalists. (16 years), representing Warrington Warriors, Alex Watkinson. 17 years, representing City of Liverpool, Matthew Pomford. 18 years and over, representing Loughborough University, Connor Munn. Silver medalists. (16 years), representing Team Ipswich, Thomas Clare. 17 years, representing Pioneer 79, Benjamin Martin. 18 years and over, representing Loughborough University, James Oxborough. The gold medalists. (16 years, representing Bournemouth Collegiate, Christian Tye. 17 years, representing Boldmere, Thomas Blore. 18 years and over, representing Bristol Henleys, Bartek Karpis. Once again, Ponce Forge, put your hands together for all of the men's 50-meter butterfly medalists.
So we're very soon returning to the action, ladies and gentlemen, and again it will be opposite the scoreboard end with the splash and dash, and this time it will be the women taking the turn of the pool with their 50-meter butterfly. Some good messages coming in on the hashtag SE Swimming as well. Hannah say massive thank you to all the officials and volunteers this week, especially all from the London region. Also a good tweet from Davy as well, showing Joshua Monaghan-Coos receiving his well-deserved bronze medal as well, just then in the medal ceremony as well. Warrington Warriors tweeting, boom, bronze medalist, 50 fly, Alex Watkinson, well done. Keep them coming in, hashtag SE Swimming.
But now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to welcome the finalists for the women's 12 and 13 years 50-metre butterfly. In lane 0 from Wigan Best, Emma Haynes. In 1 from City of Birmingham, Nadia Sterling. In 2 from Chelsea and Westminster, Clara Van Opel. From Newcastle in 3, Olivia Catery. In 4 from Taunton Dean, Sky McLaughlin. In 5 from Ealing, Leah Walker. From Plymouth Leander in 6, Oriana Noel. From Millfield in 7, Rhiannon Evans. In 8 from Stockport Metro, Amy West. And in 9 from City of Manchester Aquatics, Meadow Dronsfield. This is the women's 12 and 13 years 50-metre butterfly final. Six of these finalists swam personal bests in the session this morning. 2 of them, Leah Whittaker and Sky McLaughlin, in 5 and 4 respectively, dipping under 30 seconds. And they've both had strong starts. Leah Whittaker in lane 5 in that white cap. Sky McLaughlin in the black cap inside her. But going well on the outside in lane 9 is Meadow Dronsfield as well. But the 2 in the middle lanes pulling away here, looking like they'll get gold and silver. Sky McLaughlin arguably ahead of Leah Whittaker, but it'll be close on the touch. It goes to McLaughlin under 30 seconds. Again, 29.04. She takes gold. Whittaker again dipping under 30 seconds. 29.26 for silver, and also under 30 seconds for 3rd and 4th. But Meadow Dronsfield takes it from lane 9. City of Manchester Aquatics get the bronze. McLaughlin gold. Whittaker silver. Dronsfield bronze in the 12 and 13 50 butterfly final. Please welcome the finalists for the women's 14 years 50 metres butterfly. In lane 0 from Woking, Abigail Stem. In 1 from Wirral Metro, Caitlin Bradford. From Sevenoaks in 2, Zoe Naylor Perrott. In 3 from Worcester, Megan Annis. From Anaconda in 4, Elena Dewhurst. In 5 from Haventon Waterlooville, Jade Blake. In 6 from Harrogate District, Sassy Palfreman. From Wigan Best in 7, Mia Greenup. In 8 from Copeland, Rebecca Amer. And from Rushmore Royals in 9, Charlotte Moores. These are your women's 14 years 50-metre butterfly finalists. Again, plenty of personal best set this morning. In fact, it was only Mia Greenup who didn't set one, but hers wasn't far outside. So expecting real pace here in this 14 years 50 fly final. It's been a great start from Jade Blake in the orange cap in lane 5. But next to her, Elena Dewhurst in the gold cap started to go well. And in lane 3, Megan Annis started to go well too. The medals will be going to those 3 unless Zoe Naylor Perrott has something to say about it, with a strong finish from her. But the first to stop the clock is Elena Dewhurst from Anaconda. 29.39, she takes first. Jade Blake, one side of her, gets second, and Megan Annis, the other side, gets third. So much pace in those middle lanes, and there is confirmation. Elena Dewhurst, gold. Jade Blake, silver. Megan Annis, bronze in the women's 14 years 50-metre butterfly.
Up next then, ladies and gentlemen, the women's 15 years 50 metre butterfly final. In lane 0 from Colchester, Olivia Norman. In lane 1 from Bexley, Eve Lumen. In lane 2 from City of Coventry, Isabel Holden. In lane 3 from Brompton, Alicia Kelly. In lane 4 from Leatherhead, Jocelyn Cosmatos. In lane 5 from City of Liverpool, Holly White. In lane 6 from Ellesmere College Titans, Abigail Walmsley. In lane 7 from City of Oxford, Tiana Porter. In lane 8 from Haverton Waterlooville, Gemma Elliott. And in lane 9 from Mid Sussex, Sophie Shaw. This is the women's 15 years 50 metre butterfly final. Just the two PBs boasted about this morning by Alicia Kelly in lane 3 and Jocelyn Cosmatos, the quickest qualifier in lane 4. The latter's was 29.62. Of course, it's great that they're on that sort of form coming into this event, but it does mean that those around them can go quicker. We'll have to wait and see if that is the case here. It is the central 2 looking very sharp so far, but also making a burst in 7 is Tiana Porter of City of Oxford on the outside as well. Sophie Shaw in lane 9 and Mrs. Sussex looking very good indeed, but Holly White is the one that gets there first on 29.32. In the process gets herself a personal best as well. It's silver for Sophie Shaw of Mid Sussex, just 100th of a second behind. A super swim from her on the outside lane, and Abigail Walmsley of Ellesmere College Titans gets the bronze once again, pipping her nearest rival to 100th of a second. They are the margins that we are witnessing here in Ponds Forge tonight, ladies and gentlemen. White, Shaw and Walmsley getting themselves on the podium. Up next, the women's 16 years 50 metre butterfly final. In lane 0 from Thurrock, Martine Tran. In lane 1 from Plymouth Leander, Lily Parsons. In lane 2 from Loftus Dolphins, Hannah Trousdale. In lane 3 from Worcester, Charlotte Hall. In lane 4 from Team Bath, Rhiannon Bowen. In lane 5 from Preston, Emily Peck. In lane 6 from Devonshire XL, Kelsey Geary. In lane 7 from Eckington, Ellie Tennant. In lane 8 from Isle of Man, Kasia Whitaker. In lane 9 from Dawlish, Emily Warren. This is the women's 16 years 50 metre butterfly final. Here we go then, penultimate women's 50 metre butterfly race of the night. We've seen some wonderful swims so far. This is probably the most dislodged start we've seen though, but it dismantled with, in lane 6, Kelsey Geary of Venture Excel just peeking ahead, initially ahead of Emily Peck, but the latter has now bitten back, and here she comes in lane 5, next to her in 4, Rhiannon Bowen of Team Bath, of course, quickest C with a PB of 29.17 this morning. She's looking very good indeed for the wall first, but there's a lot of competition. Rhiannon Bowen staves them off though, with a time of 28.82. Silver for Emily Peck, next to her of Preston on 29.11. She was looking dangerous from the start, was the Northwesterner, and Kasia Whitaker of Isle of Man touches in for bronze on 29.18. Confirmation of Bowen, Peck and Whitaker getting themselves on the podium tonight in the women's 16 years 50 butterfly. Now it's time for the women's 17 years and over 50-metre butterfly final. In lane 1 from Potter's Bar, Georgina Talon. In lane 2 from Hatfield, Shannon Stott. In lane 3 from Satellite, Charlotte Taylor. In lane 4 from Mid-Sussex, Rachel Bowen. In lane 5 from Loughborough University, Amrita Robertson. In lane 6 from Colchester, Martha Julie. And in lane 7 from City of Oxford, Kate Mills. This is women's 17 years and over 50-metre butterfly final. Rachel Bowen in 4 and Amrita Robinson in lane 5 have both tasted success in this event before, in this pool, at this event. Last year, Amrita Robinson in the 17 years and over final got the gold. Rachel Bowen in the 18 years and over also managed to achieve that feat. So they're both locking horns here directly in the pool for the first time in the same final together. They're really putting on quite a blockbuster event as well as they come into the wall. Rachel Bowen of Mid-Sussex manages to get there on 27.76. Very close indeed between her and Amrita Robertson, 0.12 seconds separating them. And Kate Mills on the outside in lane 7 gets herself just on the podium ahead of Martha Julie by 100th of a second. Shannon Stott also not too far behind either in 5th. The fine margins once again becoming apparent in that final event in the women's 50-metre butterfly.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal presentation ceremony for the women's 12 and 13 years and 14 years 50-metre butterfly. Presenting the medals will be Ian Knight, East Region President, Richard Whitehead, Vice President of Swim England, and Anne Ray, President of Swim England. Bronze medalists. In the 12 and 13 years, representing City of Manchester Aquatics, Meadow Dronsfield. In the 14 years, representing Worcester, Megan Annis. Silver medalists. In the 12 and 13 years, representing Ealing, Leah Whittaker. In the 14 years, representing Havant and Waterlooville, Jade Blake. Gold medalists. In the 12 and 13 years, representing Taunton Dean, Skye McLaughlin. 14 years, representing Anaconda, Elena Dewhurst. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, put your hands together for the medalists. The medal ceremony for the women's 15 years, 16 years and 17 years and over 50-metre butterfly. The bronze medalists. "15 years, representing Ellesmere College Titans, Abigail Wansley. 16 years, representing Isle of Man, Kezia Whitaker. 17 years and over, representing City of Oxford, Kate Mills. Silver medalists. "15 years, representing Mid-Sussex, Sophie Shaw. 16 years, representing Preston, Emily Peck. 17 years and over, representing Loughborough University, Amrita Robertson. Gold medalists. "15 years, representing City of Liverpool, Holly White. 16 years, representing Team Bath, Rhiannon Bowen. 17 years and over, representing Mid-Sussex, Rachel Bowen. Ponsforge, one more time for the 50-meter butterfly medalists. Here we go then, ladies and gents, just 10 finals remaining. Next in the pool, please welcome the finalists in the men's 13 and 14 years, 200-meter backstroke. In lane 0, from Borough of Stockton, William Ellis. In 1, from City of Derby, Toma Tokiwa Smith. In 2, from Fareham Nohad, Joseph Davis. In 3, from Bracknell and Wokingham, Brogan Hyde. In 4, from Bolton Metro, Gabriel Glynn. From City of Birmingham, in 5, Jamie Dark. From Deventio XL, in 6, Jacob Whittle. In 7, from Worcester, Daniel Day. In 8, from Lincoln Vulcans, Ethan Grace Riches. And in 9, from Cirencester, Joseph Giles. This is the men's 13 and 14 years 200-meter backstroke final.
Take your mark.
Well, this week's already been successful for so many of these swimmers, particularly in this event. Despite a punishing week of competition, 7 of these finalists posted personal bests this morning, including Gabriel Glynn, the man in the gold cap in lane 4, going under 2:19, the only man in the field to do so. The 200 backstroke final, the first of these finals in the men's competition. Let's take a look at the split times. Daniel Day there in lane 7, 31.63. It's close there, 7, 6 and 5 making 1, 2 and 3. Whittle 32.12 in second, 32.32 for Dark in third, as the race starts to settle in as we approach the 75-metre mark. A length and a half gone here in this opening final. In lane 7, Daniel Day just about half a body length in front of the lanes 6, 5 and 4 next to him, and going quite well in lane 1 as well is Thomas Smith from City of Derby. In that white cap, he's well ahead of William Ellis, who's inside him. So at the halfway point, Daniel Day still leads, as he did at the first change, 106.89. Gabriel Glynn from Bolton Metro started to creep into this, though, after a sluggish start. And now as we approach the halfway point in this third length, it is Gabriel Glynn in the gold cap from Bolton Metro, just creeping in front of Daniel Day. To his right-hand side, in lane 6, Whittle Day and Ethan Grace Riches all going well. Medal still up for grabs here, but Gabriel Glynn just starting to stretch this out as we approach the final 50 metres then. In the men's 13 and 14 years 200 backstroke final, 1:42.77 is the split. Thomas Smith from City of Derby starting to go well in lane 1-2. He's out on his own and doesn't really have anyone to contend with out there, so he's going to have to just peg his ears back and go for it. In the final 25 metres, Gabriel Glynn leads. Second and third totally up for grabs though, and now Ethan Grace Riches in lane 8 in that yellow cap, putting himself in contention for possibly the silver medal and maybe even gold. It is going to be tight. Gabriel Glynn has led for the last 100 metres, but Ethan Grace Riches coming on strong towards the end. Who stops it first? It is Glynn from Grace Riches. Daniel Day in lane 7 provisionally takes third. 2:18.58 for Glynn. Again creeps inside the personal best of 2:18.81 that he set this morning. We'll await those times to be ratified, and when the board goes blue it means those times are official. But a superb race once again. I think that deserves a round of applause upon Sforge. 200 backstroke. What an event to have to swim on the final day here. Provisionally, Gabriel Glynn in the middle there. 2:17.61. Ethan Grace Riches provisionally second, and Daniel Day from Worcester 2:18.15 provisionally third as well. That's a smashing PB for him as well. He set 2:21.11 this morning. Even after all these swims, all this time in the pool, on the final day we still have the men's 13-14 years swimmers putting in lifetime best performances. A real testament to how well they do and how well they're coached and looked after as well. There is the confirmation then. Gabriel Glynn is the champion. Ethan Grace Riches picks up silver. Daniel Day of Worcester gets the bronze. Please welcome the finalists in the men's 15 years 200-metre backstroke. In lane 0 from Plymouth Leander, Tobias Fredericks. From Stockport Metro in 1, David Pugh. In 2 from Stockport Metro, Benjamin Foster. From Beckenham in lane 3, Finley Maxwell. In 4 from Modernian, Jack Tremaine. From Basildon and Phoenix in lane 5, Samuel Perks. In 6 from Sutton and Cheam, Joseph Lenihan. In 7 from City of Salford, Alexander Morley. From Bournemouth Collegiate in lane 8, Alex Bryant. And in lane 9 from Royal Tunbridge Wells, Andre Stridham. These are your finalists for the men's 15 years 200-metre backstroke. Everyone now up, out and racing. Benjamin Foster from Stockport Metro in lane 2 is the first to poke his head out of the water. But I expect a lot of action here in lanes 3, 4 and 5. Finley Maxwell in 3, Jack Tremaine in 4 and Samuel Perks in 5. All broke 2:17 Times in the 2:16s in their heats this morning. Very, very fast racing indeed. In 15 years, 200 backstroke. So who turns first? It is Finley Maxwell of Beckenham after 50 metres. Alexander Morley, City of Salford, going well in lane 7, as is Joseph Lenihan of Sutton and Cheam in lane 6. He too swam a personal best in the morning session of 2:17.27. So Alexander Morley in that yellow cap, just leading from Finley Maxwell in lane 3. He's in the black cap, and in fact 4, 5 and 6 will be expected the action. They've got a little bit of catching up to do at the moment. This turn will be the halfway point in the final. Alexander Morley 105.17 ahead of Finley Maxwell. Come one of these centre lanes and make a move now and get themselves in contention for a medal, or will it be someone from the outside? Alex Bryant from Bournemouth Collegiate in that dark cap in lane 8, still in contention as well, as is Benjamin Foster of Stockport Metro in the blue cap in lane 2. But at the moment it's still Alex Morley and Finley Maxwell who are doing the damage as we approach the final 50 metres. Jack Tremaine just starting to eat into that lead as well. First at the final turn then, Finley Maxwell from Beckenham in lane 3, 1:40.03. Alex Morley slipping down into second place now from City of Salford. Which of these has a big finish? At the moment it's looking like Finley Maxwell getting stronger and stronger with 25 metres to go. He's going to take the gold here. Alex Morley possibly running out of steam, and on comes Jack Tremaine now into the silver medal position. It is going to be tight for bronze though, because Alex Morley is running out of steam, but let's concentrate on gold. It's going to be Finley Maxwell 2:11.89. Jack Tremaine 2:13.96 gets silver, and Alex Morley in lane 7. He slowed down towards the end, but he punches the water there as he realizes he's got bronze. He's going to be on that podium in the men's 15 years 200 backstroke, and confirmation there. What a time from Finley Maxwell. 2:11.89 for gold. Jack Tremaine of Modernian gets silver, and Alex Morley, City of Salford, hangs in there for the bronze with 2:14.97. Please welcome the finalists in the men's 16 years at 200 metres backstroke. In lane 0, from Bishop Stortford, Daniel Charder. From Modernian, in lane 1, Jack Sangster. In 2, from Borough of Kirklees, Adam Law. In 3, from Team Bath, Mark Edmondson. From Sutton and Cheam, in lane 4, Kieran Rutter. In 5, from Windsor, Moritz Hugers. In 6, from Maxwell, Matthew Burton. In 7, from Northampton, Billy Pettit. From Leatherhead in lane 8, Cameron Mackay. And from City of Sheffield in lane 9, Owen Ottaway. These are your finalists in the men's 16 years 200 backstroke.
Take your marks.
Kieran Rutter in the orange cap in lane 4, the first to raise his head here. But now everyone up and racing in the 3rd of the men's 200 backstroke finals. Rutter in lane 4, the fastest in the field, personal best at 2:12.16 from 2:13.38 for a season's best this morning, although with the previous age group winner swimming in the 2:11s, could we expect even quicker in this men's 16 years 200 backstroke final? It's pretty tight in those middle lanes as well. Moritz Hugers in that silver cap and the purple shorts going all right, but the pace setter at the moment is Kieran Rutter. Going well on the near side here is Daniel Charder as well in lane 0 in the blue shorts and the black cap with those long ranging strokes. Currently around about second place for him as we approach the 100 metres and the halfway turn. Let's have a look at the split here then. 102.95 for Kieran Rutter. He is in first place. Daniel Charder Bishop Stortford in lane 0 is in second, and Maurice Hughes next to Kieran Rutter in those central lanes with the yellow ropes, currently in third. But the rest of the field starting to play catch-up now. Adam Law from Borough of Kirklees. He's putting himself in contention for a medal. Over on the far side, lanes 7, 8 and 9, just dropping off the pace a little bit. Billy Pettit, Cameron Mackay and Owen Ottaway as we approach the final 50 metres. Looking like Kieran Rutter, he'll certainly turn first into the final 50 with 137.50. Will he be able to hang on? Charder in lane 0, still in second place. Moritz Hughes still in third, but Adam Law, Borough of Kirklees in fourth place, looking like he could put a spanner in the works here. Moritz Hughes starting to put the hammer down, and Kieran Rutter looking like he might be slowing a little bit. Has Moritz Hughes paced this well, and what can Daniel Charder come up with? Look out for Mark Edmondson and Adam Law too, finishing with aplomb. This is going to be close. Hughes really putting the pressure on Kieran Rutter here. It's all going to be on the touch. Who's going to swing first? It's going to be Hughes. The only time he led was with about a metre to go. Perfectly timed finish from him. 2:12.32 takes it by 0.09 of a second over Rutter, who led throughout the race. Hughes gold, Rutter second. Mark Edmondson, what a finish from him in lane 3 as well. He provisionally takes bronze. Tough for Daniel Charder. He was out there in lane 0. So difficult to put a fast race together there. He gave himself the best chance of getting a medal, but he just misses out in fourth place while we await for those results to be made official. As soon as they go blue, that means the lads can start to celebrate in the pool. They're already making their way out, but we just await confirmation then of Moritz Hughes' gold medal in the men's 16 years 200 backstroke. Tough on Kieran Rutter, swam a great race in 2:12.43. It's just outside his personal best, but it will be a season's best. Hughes, though, that's a massive PB, and there is the confirmation, a personal best and a gold medal for Moritz Hughes of Windsor. Silver goes to Kieran Rutter. Team Bath's Mark Edmondson picks up bronze in the men's 16 years 200 backstroke.
We swiftly move on to our next final. It's the men's 17 years 200 metre backstroke final. In lane 0 from Grantham, Thomas Lewis. In lane 1 from City of Manchester Aquatics, Samuel Taylor. In lane 2 from Derwent side, Oliver O'Halloran. In lane 3 from Amersham, James Irwin. In lane 4 from Thanet Swim, Max Jameson. In lane 5 from City of Oxford, Lewis Gilchrist. In lane 6 from Basildon and Phoenix, Tyler Berry. In lane 7 from Loftus Dolphins, Henry Hickson. In lane 8 from West Suffolk, Miles Turner. And in lane 9 from City of Peterborough, Harry Whiteman. This is the men's 17 years 200 metre backstroke final.
Take your marks.
And away we go then. A good start being made in lane 4 by Max Jameson. Oh, Thanet Swim, season's best for him this morning, as he was the quickest qualifier for this final, 2:07.56. It's also his 17th birthday today. He'll be looking to cap it off with at least a podium finish. He'll definitely be hoping that the colour of his medal will be gold. At the quarter stage, he will touch the wall first. Let's have a look at who's knocking about in the rest of the pool as well. James Irwin next to him in lane 3, currently second. And the other side of Max Jameson is Lewis Gilchrist of City of Oxford, who's currently in third. Great support as ever coming from those from City of Oxford, sticking behind right to the death here with their teammates. It is fantastic to see and hear. Also trying to lead behind those around him in lane 7 is Henry Hickson of Loftus Dolphins. To his right, he's got Tyler Berry of Basel and Phoenix, who's just slightly behind him at this moment in time. As we look across to the other side in lane 2, Oliver O'Halloran of Derwent's side, not doing too badly either, currently in 4th position. But at the halfway point, Max Jameson of Thanet Swim is looking very fine indeed, around a length ahead of second, which is Lewis Gilchrist, and James Irwin as well in lane 3. Beginning to hug that rope in lane 2 alongside James Irwin is Oliver O'Halloran of Derwent's side, who is getting a little bit quick here and trying to nudge up a gear or two, and he's definitely putting pressure on James Irwin, who will not be able to see Oliver O'Halloran, but he'll definitely be able to feel the pressure coming as we go into the final 50 metres now. So it's Max Jameson poised to take the gold here in lane 4 in first. So it's Gilchrist in 5 in second, and James Irwin in third. It's more or less the way it's been all the way through, but the front two have managed to push on. It's been a struggle for James Irwin, though, to battle away from Oliver O'Halloran. The shackles coming off here for the Derwent side swimmers as we go into the final 25 metres. Has he got enough in the tank to be able to pull further forward? What a comeback this is from Lewis Gilchrist of City of Oxford, trying to squeeze up towards Max Jameson. Will he run out of pool? Max Jameson coming in, and it is definitely a happy birthday for him in the end. Half a second he wins ahead of Lewis Gilchrist on 2:05.61. Gilchrist gets silver. It was so close in the end between James Irwin, who's been third all the way through this race, and Oliver O'Halloran, but it's the latter that squirms his way onto the podium and thwarts the Amersham swimmer from a bronze. Oliver O'Halloran getting on that podium there. Lewis Gilchrist silver, and Max Jameson will top the podium with gold. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's come to this for the men. The final men's event of the week. It's the 18 years and over 200 metre backstroke final. In lane 0 from Gloucester, Matthew Munden. In lane 1 from City of Coventry, Daniel Moore. In lane 2 of City of Manchester Aquatics, Matthew Evans. In lane 3 from Hatfield, Elliot Wiley. In lane 4 from City of Bradford, George Wild. In lane 5 of Pioneer 79, Aaron Bostock. In lane 6 of Team Mercia, Lucas Williams. In 7 from City of Manchester Aquatics, Hayden Griffiths. In lane 8 from Thanet Swim, Samuel Crabtree. And in 9 from Northampton, Liam Snook. This is the men's 18 years and over 200 metre backstroke final.
Take your marks.
So 5 long days of competition for these 10 swimmers. Some of them may have made finals already this week. Some of them may have already got on the podium this week. But all 10 of them going over the next 200 metres to try and cement themselves on that podium one last time and to claim a medal from what has been a fantastic week here in Ponds Forge. As we come up towards the quarter mark, currently leading the way in 6 is Team Mercia's Lucas Williams on 29.45 with the split there. Aaron Bostock marginally behind him, currently in 2nd place, and Samuel Crabtree currently hugging 3rd position in lane 8. But of course, a long way to go, and we saw that even right to the death in that last final as well. In 2, Matthew Evans of City of Manchester Aquatics has had a decent start to this stretch of 50. Alongside him to his left is Elliot Wiley in 3 and George Wild in 4. City of Bradford swimmer qualifying with a PB this morning of 2:10.76. In fact, the fastest 3 all getting a lifetime best here in the pool this morning, ready for tonight's final. As we surpass the halfway point, it is about 5, 6 and 8 at the moment. Aaron Bostock of Pioneer 79 alongside the orange cap of Lucas Williams of Team Mercia, both very close to each other indeed, but it looks like Aaron Bostock in 5 is the one just slightly creeping ahead of Lucas Williams at this moment in time, and right when it matters as well. Of course, Aaron Bostock will have Lucas Williams and a bit of success there and able to get in front of him, but he'll definitely be aware that George Wild could do the exact same to him as well in lane 4. In fact, I think he stopped at the wall there, and it looks like his challenge may be over. So we look towards the front now, and Aaron Bostock in lane 5. His nearest rival still Lucas Williams, but the distance between those two growing bigger and bigger apart. Look at the 3 in 1, 2 and 3. Daniel Moore of City of Coventry, Matthew Evans of City of Manchester Aquatics, and Elliot Wiley of Hatfield as well. They are so close together at the moment, as are the trio in 6, 7 and 8. They're in a battle all themselves, but Aaron Bostock takes it himself. 2:09.2, a procession in the end for him. Silver is taken by Samuel Crabtree of Thanet Swim, and Hayden Griffiths of City of Manchester Aquatics manages to get there ahead of Daniel Moore. So more success for the trio on the far side near the spectator gallery than it was on the near side, as they all missed out on a medal. Aaron Bostock certainly didn't, however. 2:09.2 sees him top the podium. Samuel Crabtree 2nd, and Hayden Griffiths will be back on the podium in 3rd.
The medal presentation for the men's 13 and 14 years and 15 years 200-metre backstroke. The medals will be presented by Richard Whitehead, Swim England Vice President, Ian Knight, East Region President, and Anne Ray, Swim England President. The bronze medalists. 13-14 years, representing Worcester, Daniel Day. 15 years, representing City of Salford, Alexander Morley. Silver medalists. 13-14 years, representing Lincoln Vulcans, Ethan Grace Riches. 15 years, representing Modernian, Jack Tremaine. Gold medalists. 13-14 years, representing Bolton Metro, Gabriel Glynn. 15 years, representing Beckenham, Finley Maxwell. Ladies and gentlemen of Ponds Forge, show your appreciation to the medalists. The medal presentation for the men's 16, 17 and 18 years and over 200-meter backstroke. The bronze medalists. (16 years), representing Team Bath, Mark Edmondson. 17 years, representing Derwentide, Oliver O'Halloran. 18 years and over, representing City of Manchester Aquatics, Hayden Griffiths. Silver medalists. 16 years, representing Sutton Cheam, Kieran Rutter. 17 years, representing City of Oxford, Lewis Gilchrist. 18 years and over, representing Thanet Swim, Samuel Crabtree. Gold medalists. 16 years, representing Windsor, Moritz Hugers. 17 years, representing Thanet Swim, Max Jameson. 18 years and over, representing Pioneer 79, Aaron Bostock. Once again at Ponds Forge, put your hands together for the 200-meter backstroke medalists.
So of course we mentioned all the way through the last 3 days or so, ladies and gentlemen, about our competition on Twitter. Hashtag SE Swimming, and of course send in a picture and we were going to pick the best one of the lot. And we also encouraged you, if you were in venue, to make the most of the props outside. And one set of people that certainly did that were the people with Molly Allen on her entry. And I'm pleased to say that she has won the tier kit bag. Now I don't think she's here tonight, but if she is, if she could come up to the announcer's desk as soon as possible and we'll give her a prize. If not, anyone from City of Peterborough or someone that we trust that will give her the bag, please do come up and we will give you that prize. So a big well done to Molly and a big well done to those part of it from City of Peterborough.
Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen, just 5 finals remaining. So let's make some noise and welcome the swimmers in the women's 12 and 13 years 200 backstroke final. In lane 0, representing City of Leeds, Kidius Hodgson. In 1, from Chesterfield, Amber Downham. From Loftus Dolphins in 2, Charlotte Thompson. In 3, from Stockport Metro, Amy West. From Colchester in 4, Sophie Freeman. From Mankelly Swimming in 5, Bella Hodges. In 6, from Tunbridge, Caitlin Ebbage. In 7, from Nova Centurion, Emma Erskine. From Guildford City in 8, Jasmine Findlay. And from City of Sheffield in 9, Abigail Miles. These are the finalists in the women's 12 and 13 years 200 backstroke.
Take your marks.
One last big effort required from these swimmers then, and one last big effort from you inside Ponsford, ladies and gents. Let's get behind these swimmers. Sophie Freeman in the yellow cap in lane 4, the favourite here. In 2016, she won 12 golds and a silver across a whole host of events regionally, and she set a personal best this morning of 2:25.11. No one else has clocked a time inside 2:27. So as she turns first there in 33.39, the Colchester swimmer, that is no surprise at all, already a length up. Amber Downham, though, going pretty well in lane 1. She's in the red cap with the green suit. She's about half a length behind the leader in second place at the moment. This is the second of 4 lengths, of course. 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 9 all in a little battle of their own over on the far side as well. They'll be all in each other's peripheral vision as well, spurring each other on. Important that you maintain your race pattern, though. You maintain your own race before the end, when it's very much give it everything. Don't leave anything in the pool, and see if you can get yourself on that podium. So at the halfway stage then, Sophie Freeman from Colchester, 1:10.13. She leads from lane 1. Amber Downham still going well, and if anything, maybe closing the gap there. Downham with a personal best of 2:28.86 that she set this morning, a full 3.5 seconds behind the leader, Sophie Freeman. But we have seen some swimmers knock chunks out of their personal bests from the heats to the finals. Such has been the quality of their preparation here at the National Sun Meet 2017. Into the final 50 metres for the leader then, Sophie Freeman of Colchester in lane number 4. The second, Caitlin Abbage from Tunbridge in lane 6. She's paced her race well, and she's putting herself in contention now in that lane 6. She's got a yellow cap on, and she's in between the yellow and the blue ropes. It's going to be Sophie Freeman who wins it, but second, very much up for grabs, Charlotte Thompson from Loftus Dolphins, putting herself in contention now too. A strong finish from her in the purple suit and the gold cap, but it's the final 10 metres, and a very impressive race from Sophie Freeman, 2:23.23. Who's going to get second? Caitlin Ebbage from Tunbridge gets the silver. Charlotte Thompson of Loftus Dolphins comes through out of nowhere to get the bronze. Another brilliantly timed race. Amber Downham of Chesterfield just misses out on the medals, but there is confirmation then. Sophie Freeman, another personal best, nearly 2 seconds quicker than she swam this morning. Freeman gets gold. Caitlin Ebbage of Tunbridge picks up silver in 2:25.8. Charlotte Thompson picks up the bronze. Please welcome the finalists in the women's 14 years 200-metre backstroke. In lane 0 from Ellesmere College Titans, Gerda Vasilevskaita. In 1 from Hillingdon, Cara O'Toole. Representing Thanet in 2, Tamsin Myberg. In 3 from City of Oxford, Delphine Little. From Northampton in 4, Betsy Wizard. From City of Oxford in 5, Mimi Morley Isat. In 6 from Romford Town, Amelia Moore. In 7 from Staines, Isabel Harry. From Chester Street in lane 8, it's Hannah Wright. And in 9 from Derwenside, Annabelle McCrory. your finalists in the women's 14 years 200 backstroke. Well, it's Mimi Morley Issat who appears last from the start there. She's stroking out in lane 5 in that blue cap, and a steady start, long-ranging strokes from her. Look how much less water flicks up than some of the swimmers in the outside lanes, particularly lane 8, Hannah Wright. Even though it's the same race, always interesting to look at the different techniques. Some fast times from this morning. Betsy Wizard from Northampton, 2:25.81 for her. That was the standout swim of the qualifiers, but after the first 50 metres, it's Mimi Morley Issat who turns in first, Amelia Moole in second, and in lane 0, closest to us, good at Vasilia Skaita from Ellesmere College Titans, all in black, currently in 3rd place. But this very tightly packed, very closely contested, and at the end of this length will be at the halfway point of the women's 14 years 200 backstroke final. In lane 3, Delphine Little, City of Oxford, hot on the heels of the leader. Who will that be at the halfway point? Once again, Mimi Morley Issat pacing this nicely, as is everyone really. No one getting cut off from the pack. There's an arrowhead either side from lane 5. Currently it is Morley Issat in first. Betsy Wizard starting to get on terms. She's in 2nd place, all in black in lane number 4. So 5 and 4, the 2 quickest on paper in those golden rope lanes, looking as though they're going to be in contention for gold coming into the final length. Also, Delphine Little as well in lane 3, right on the shoulder of Betsy Wizard, going into the final 50 metres of this 200 backstroke final then. Mimi Morley Issat has turned in the lead in every lap so far. Betsy Wizard's got herself into 2nd, Delphine Little 3rd, Tamsin Myberg 4th, and Amelia Moole in 5th. It is tight in the middle there, but don't count out Gerda Vasilia Skaita of Ellesmere College Titans in lane 0 as well. It's tough to get a time from there, but she's given it her best shot. Mimi Morley Issat just hanging on. She's about a head's length ahead of Betsy Wizard at the moment, but Tamsin Myberg finishing strong in the blue as well. It's going to be close for gold and silver. Morley Issat's led throughout the race, but Betsy Wizard's finishing strong, as is Myberg. It's all going to be on the touch, and it's tight. Issat holds on. 2:24.19, wins it by 0.16 of a second over Betsy Wizard. Tamsin Myberg of Thanet Swim, what a finish from her. She takes bronze, that's already been confirmed. Mimi Morley is at 2:24.19, a personal best and a gold medal for her. Betsy Wizard and Tamsin Myberg also swimming PBs to make up the podium in silver and bronze respectively in the women's 14s 200 backstroke final.
Now time, ladies and gentlemen, for the women's 15 years 200 metre backstroke final. In lane 0 from West Norfolk, Lara Grace Mounds. In lane 1 from Northampton, Isabel Hughes. In lane 2 from City of Peterborough, Amelia Monaghan. In lane 3 from Hailsham, Abigail Shorthouse. In lane 4 from Chelmsford, Abby Lowe. In lane 5 from Guildford City, Tilly Hanson-Hamilton. In lane 6 from Boldmere, Lily Wood. In lane 7 from Basildon and Phoenix, Ellie Wheeler. In lane 8 from Mid-Sussex, Sophie Shaw. And in lane 9 from Preston, Elizabeth Woodcock. This is the women's 15 years 200 metre backstroke final. at the midpoint then of our final event of the week, the women's 200 metre backstroke with the 15-year category. 2 finals to come, 2 finals already gone. Of course, a lot of these swimmers will have taken part earlier today in the 800 metre freestyle as well. So some really painful swimming on the final day of the calendar here at Ponds Forge. But they'll know it's their final 200 metres of the week. They might as well give it all they've got and see what they could do. Well, I've got a few days worth of recovery after this. And below, straighten out the traps in lane 4. Quickest qualifier as well on 2:21.57 with the PB earlier today. Currently in second as well, up in lane 8. Sophie Short of Mid-Sussex, but you can see the duo pairing up in 5 and 6 as well. Tilly Hanson-Hamilton of Guildford City, Lilywood of Boldmere as well, both next to each other at the halfway point. Just tied in second at the moment with Sophie Shaw, and also worth mentioning Lara Grace Mountain as well in lane 0 of West Norfolk. One of many a swimmer on the outer lanes from the centre who actually didn't get personal best or season best earlier today, so they could take that not in form. However, it does mean that they can swim better than they showed this morning, and they've definitely saved themselves for this final as well. The 800 metres are out the way now. They've got nothing else to save themselves for except the next 60 metres or so. Abby Lowe still the one in the driving seat down the centre of the pool. Her lead getting bigger and bigger all the time, but second is getting more fascinating as the strokes go on. Tilly Hanson-Hamilton now up there in second position in lane 5, with Lilywood in third in lane 6, and Lara Grace Mount propelling herself in towards the top 5 as well. A couple of swimmers beginning to drop off the pace here, which is allowing others like Amelia Monaghan in lane 2 of City of Peterborough to be drawn into the argument in the final 25 metres. Will she run out of pool? You can see the distinction now between second and third, with Tilly Hanson-Hamilton in 5 and Lilywood in 6. Will them two hold on to their positions? Abby Lowe certainly will at the front. She's led from the start and she takes it at the end as well, marvelling forwards from her 2:19.05. Tilly Hanson-Hamilton finishes her week on a silver for Guildford City with a time of 2:20.68, and in third position ultimately is Lilywood of Boldmere on 2:22.31, managing to stave off the attack coming late there from Isabel Hume and well Amelia Monaghan in lanes 1 and 2 respectively. Some big smiles, some very exhausted faces indeed. Just making sure all those times are correct and can be ticked off, and that all the medalists are as it says on the screen now. As the swimmers leave the pool, they know they've done all they can do. And there is confirmation, as said, Abby Lowe top, Tilly Hanson-Hamilton second, and Lilywood third. For ultimate race of the week then, ladies and gentlemen, time to make some noise for the women's 16 years 200 metre backstroke finalists. In lane 0 from Maidstone, Lauren Braddon. In lane 1 from Carnbrea, Eleanor Feast. In lane 2 from Team Bath, Misty Marshall-Welling. In lane 3 from City of Peterborough, Emma Leslie. In lane 4 from Borough of Waltham Forest, Jasmine Eiley. In lane 5 from City of Milton Keynes, Ayana Lawson. In lane 6 from Wigan Best, Charlotte Nesta. In lane 7 from Mid-Sussex, Sophie Maguire. In lane 8 from Skipton, Beatrice Waller. And in lane 9 from Lincoln Vulcan, Sophie Hart. This is women's 16 years 200 metre backstroke final. One of the most even starts we've seen probably out of the men and the women's 200 metre backstroke finals so far. Even in the first 25 metres, we have seen swimmers begin to try and pull away or drop off the pace a little bit. But right now, a very cagey start indeed. All the swimmers waiting for the right moment in order to begin to pull away. Reach the quarter mark though, currently leading the way at this moment in time as Ayana Lawson in lane 5 of City of Milton Keynes. Jasmine Eiley further back than she would have liked in 5th, but of course with the naked eye it's more or less joint first at this moment, 5th, because you look from lane 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 all the way to 0 as well, with Lauren Braddon up there of Maidstone as well, and we've got a really exciting contest on our hands here coming towards the halfway point. There's the blue cap of Sophie Maguire now of Mid-Sussex beginning to just arc in front as we come towards the wall at the scoreboard end. We will reach the first 100 metres and we've got that distance left to go now. So touching in first at the wall is indeed Sophie Maguire in lane 7. Second spot occupied by Charlotte Nesta next to her in 6. You can see the distinction a little bit more now as to who is in 3rd, with Ayana Lawson up there in 5 and Lauren Braddon next in line in lane 0 as well. A bit of emergence happening from Anna Leslie in lane 3 of City of Peterborough, and a revival happening as well a little bit in 8 from Beatrice Waller of Skipton, who's trying to drag herself alongside Sophie Maguire, who did have that lead there at the halfway point, but that is beginning to evaporate now, courtesy of Charlotte Nesta, who is behind her in 2nd and possibly got a bit of wind in her sails now coming up towards the wall for the final 50 metres. So an intriguing contest spanning from 3 to 8, and you have to factor in lane 0 as well, and Lauren Braddon of Maidstone, who actually is getting quicker rather than slower. Not too many PBs knocking around in this pool from this morning. Emma Leslie in 3 and Jasmine Eiley in 4 getting them. Ayana Lawson got a season's best at 2:24.94, but here the dismantling begins to happen, and Jasmine Eiley of Borough Waltham Forest, she was 5th as we said at the first quarter. She's going to end this race way in front of the rest of the pool. Frightening how in the blink of an eye she's managed to get so far in front of everybody else. 2nd and 3rd is going to be really close indeed, but Jasmine Eiley with a super performance on 2:20.8. Look at the 3:04 coming in now. Silver from Lauren Braddon. Well, you had that trio there in 5, 6 and 7 with Ayana Lawson, Charlotte Nesta and Sophie Maguire, and they must have thought that it was going to be 2 of them 3 getting silver and bronze. It will only be Sophie Maguire, and that is because Lauren Braddon on the outside in 0 snuck past a lot of them to thwart some of them from podium positions, and she gets herself a silver for Maidstone. So it's Eiley with gold, Braddon silver and Maguire with the bronze. We will wait for the confirmation of that top 3 to make sure that the 1s, 2s and 3s are all in the correct place. Breathless stuff though from those swimmers who can go back north, south, east or west here from Sheffield after that race, feeling very content with themselves indeed, particularly those medalists that we are about to name when they come up in ascending order on the scoreboard, and we will get confirmation of that penultimate race of the night and of course of the week as a whole as well. And there we have it, Jasmine Eiley top, Lauren Braddon 2nd and Sophie Maguire 3rd. They are your podium finishers. Very soon indeed we're going to go to our final race of the week. So here it is then, ladies and gentlemen, for the final time this week here in Ponds Forge. Please welcome the finalists for the women's 17 years and over 200 metre backstroke final. In lane 0 from Ellesmere College Titans, Nina Stridham. In lane 1 from City of Hereford, Ellie Westerby. In lane 2 from Hampton Waterlooville, Katie Byrne. In lane 3 from Exeter City, Alia May Webb. In lane 4 from Tigers Jersey, Gemma Atherley. In lane 5 from Taunton Dean, Robin Edwards. In lane 6 from Stockport Metro, Emma Rosen. In lane 7 from March, Danielle Rayner. In lane 8 from Borough of Kirklees, Catherine Scott. And in lane 9 from City of Liverpool, Mattia J. Oliver. This is the women's 17 years and over 200 metre backstroke final. So our female senior backstrokers closing us out here then at the Swim England National Summer Meet 2017. And what a week it has been as well. So many swimmers taking part in this event. So many medals dished out as well. PBs have been smashed by the dozen. And as we're looking here at the start of this one, Nina Strider epitomising what has been a very unpredictable week as well in lane 0. She's currently up there towards the top, with Gemma Atherley also leading the way in 4. Alia May Webb up there alongside Robin Edwards. Very even start between a vast majority of the pool, however, which has more or less been the case for quite a few of these 200-metre backstroke finals across the women's and the men's event as well. But we do have a clear leader coming towards the wall at the halfway point. It's Gemma Atherley of Tigers jersey in the blue costume and the black cap, going along very well indeed. Second very close. Nina Stridham just slightly dropping off a bit in lane 0, which is allowing Alia May Webb in lane 3 to just pip in front of her. Robin Edwards has now propelled herself in towards podium contention as well, up alongside Emma Rosen in 6 of Stockport Metro. In fact, those two turning at the exact same time there off the wall at the halfway point. 108.58 was the split, so things certainly could change significantly coming into the final dying embers of this final. Gemma Atherley, though, making this look like some sort of leisure swim on a Saturday morning. It's very good stuff indeed as she turns for the final 50 now, well ahead of everybody else. She came into this event, did Gemma Atherley, with a PB this morning of 218.43, and she's continuing in that rich vein of form here tonight as well. She has around 2-length lead over Alia May Webb in that green cap, bouncing away on the pool with the backstroke, currently in second. Level pegging with 25 metres to go with Robin Edwards. This is where things get really exciting now, because we have a couple of late birds from their outside in 2 from Katie Byrne, and maybe it's a little too late for Emma Rosen in 6, but down the centre, well in control. Gemma Atherley of Tigers jersey takes the final gold of the week on 2:17.02. Another tight battle for silver and bronze, with Alia May Webb getting there ahead of Robin Edwards. Alia May Webb's time 2:19.98, which is a new PB for her as well by half a second, and Robin Edwards also gets in there on 2:20.26 with a season's best. So Gemma Atherley top then with a final gold of the week. Alia May Webb second for Exeter, and Robin Edwards confirmed as bronze medalist on 2:20.26. So do make sure you stick with us, ladies and gentlemen. We do have the medal presentations for that final event coming up very soon. Just 2 more medal ceremonies to come before we say goodbye to what has been a wonderful week here in the Steel City.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal presentation ceremony for the women's 12, 13 years and 14 years 200-metre backstroke. The medals will be presented by the Swim England President, Anne Ray, East Region President, Ian Knight, and Swim England Vice President, Richard Whitehead. The bronze medalists: 12 and 13 years, representing Loftus Dolphins, Charlotte Thompson. 14 years, representing Thanet Swim, Tamsin Myburn. Silver medalists: 12 and 13 years, representing Tunbridge, Caitlin Evans. 14 years, representing Northampton, Betsy Wizard. Gold medalists: 12 and 13 years, representing Colchester, Sophie Freeman. 14 years, representing City of Oxford, Mimi Morley Izzat. For the penultimate time, Pons Forge, put your hands together and show your appreciation for the medalists. The presentation for the 15, 16 and 17 years and over 200 backstroke. Ladies and gents, do stick with us. And also thank you for your incredible support throughout the week here at the National Summer Meet 2017. Keep your eye on the Swim England website for up and coming events and of course ways that you can get involved as well. We love your support both in and out of the pool here at Swim England. But now let's welcome the medal presentation ceremony for the women's 15 years, 16 years and 17 years and over 200 metre backstroke. The bronze medalists. "15 years, representing Boldmere, Lily Wood. 16 years, representing Mid-Sussex, Sophie Maguire. 17 years and over, representing Taunton Dean, Robin Edwards. Silver medalists. "15 years, representing Guildford City, Tilly Hanson-Hamilton. 16 years, representing Maidstone, Lauren Braddon. 17 years and over, representing Exeter City, Aaliyah May Webb. The gold medalists. 15 years, representing Chelmsford, Abby Lowe. 16 years, representing Borough of Waltham Forest, Jasmine Eiley. 17 years and over, representing Tigers Jersey, Gemma Atherley. For the final time today and in the competition, ladies and gentlemen, show some appreciation for the medalists.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as Dave mentioned, that brings a close this week here at the Swim England National Summer Meet. On behalf of myself and Dave, it's been a pleasure being here for the last 5 days or so. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your company. Big thank you to our coaches and swimmers as well for providing such great entertainment as ever. Hope you've all had a thoroughly enjoyable week. And our last thank you go to our officials who, for the final time this week, ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause as they now leave the poolside.